Hey, welcome back to another video today. Today we are going to be reacting to this video up here. I hope you enjoy. It's my first video. Love you guys, and let's watch.
This is the only person who truly believed in me from the beginning.
I'm begging to you, Mom. I'm on my knees, Mom.
Congratulations, son. You're number one.
Mama, I miss you. Just talk to me, Mom.
Chad, it's my dad.
My mom kicked me out of my house. At 14, I was lonely. I was depressed.
Oh, good morning, beautiful daughter. Love you, Dad. Hi, I love you.
Hi, Carol.
Hello?
Yep.
I just wanted to say happy Mother's Day, Mom, and I love you so much.
Aww. Crazy.
These are the most loved versus most hated streamers' parents. Let's start with Speed, because many know him as the energetic and loud streamer, but few realize the hardships he faced before reaching success. He experienced homelessness and lost his mother's support. At first glance, Speed doesn't seem like someone who would have struggled with homelessness, but at just 15 years old, his world turned upside down. Speed's parents had a troubled relationship and things didn't improve even after his birth. When he was only 2 years old, they separated and he was placed in his mother's custody. While he and his mother never had the best relationship, things took a drastic turn when he tried to take control of his own future. As a teenager, Speed was unsure about his path in life. He played basketball, worked as a caregiver for the elderly, and reluctantly attended school, even though he despised it. But everything changed when the COVID-19 pandemic struck in 2020. What was a nightmare for most turned into an opportunity for him. Quarantine gave him the time and space to discover his passion, streaming.
Quarantine, I sparked up that first stream. I had one viewer. No, I had two live viewers. Them 2 live viewers made me kept going for so on. So that one viewer just gave me motivation.
When Speed first started streaming, he was far from the confident entertainer he is today. In fact, he made several rookie mistakes, including forgetting to turn his microphone on. Ironically, those first 2 viewers stuck with him despite the technical mishaps.
So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to act, but I learned on, just from keep doing it. And and I had a shitty setup, so my mic was muted for the first hour. It was just bad. It was bad.
Your mic was muted for the first hour.
Yeah.
So those 2 people that were watching were just watching you mime?
Yep.
Those are some loyal people right there.
Despite his rough start, for him, streaming wasn't just a hobby, it was a necessity. Over time, he began seeing real progress.
I had that one viewer, and that viewer made me keep going. And each day and more, week 2, I started averaging 4 viewers. Week 3, 8 viewers. Week 4, 20 viewers. So on. So then my sophomore year, I kind of gave up on school.
Right.
I kind of gave up on school. I kind of gave up on everything that I had to my old life and just put everything onto my stream. I streamed every day. I didn't care about nothing else but YouTube, streaming.
However, his decision to drop out of school infuriated his mother. To her, it was unthinkable. Her teenage son was quitting school to play games online. Like many parents who aren't tech savvy, she struggled to understand what iShowMeet was trying to achieve. But instead of trying to support or guide him, she gave him an ultimatum: quit streaming or leave the house. And that's where she became one of the most hated moms in the streaming world.
Mom seen the video. She's like, "What are you doing? Blah, blah. Why is everybody talking about you online? Blah, blah, blah." Because it was like hate comments. So she kicked me out.
Kicked you out of where?
No, she told me to quit.
Yeah.
Or I'm leaving. Or you can't do this in my house. So I'm like, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. I'm not about to stop. I was already averaging 20 viewers. I had 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs.
Right.
I'm already going. So and once I start something, I'm not stopping.
Right.
So what? Give me a second. And so once I start something, I'm not stopping.
In his darkest moment, there was only one person he could call: his father. And this is where Speed's dad became one of the most loved parents in the streaming community.
Speed, I am so thankful you have a father like that. My father was a piece of shit his whole life, and continues to be so.
Yeah.
I love you, Papa Speed.
You know what? Thank you for that donation, man. So freaking much, man. Thank you so much, man.
Although they hadn't lived together for years, their bond remained strong. When Speed reached out, his father didn't hesitate. He welcomed him with open arms, no questions asked.
I don't know what Farmer Mills is. It's this store in Detroit. he used to literally take me to Former Mills.
That's right.
Give me some Former Mills shirt that cost like 50 cents.
That's right.
And yeah, niceness.
That's right. Because your daddy don't have any money when you were a little boy. But I gave you clothes. That's right.
For the fans, this was a true act of love and support, the complete opposite of what his mother had done. But despite everything, Speed never lost respect for her, even after being kicked out.
I moved to my dad in Detroit. Then I kept going. My dad didn't really care. My dad let me. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my mom too. I still love my mom. She didn't know what was going on.
Right.
But anyways, I kept going in Detroit, and I got here.
Even after all the arguments, he never spoke ill of her. He understood that in her own way, she was just trying to do what she thought was right. Speed kept pushing forward, streaming every single day, determined to prove that his dream was worth fighting for. And he did. By the time he turned 16, he had already become a millionaire. But even after achieving all this success, his mother still didn't fully support his career. However, she eventually accepted it, on one condition. He had to move back home and finish high school. Speed agreed, but streaming from his mother's house had its own challenges. She still didn't take his career seriously and often interrupted his streams, sometimes embarrassing him in front of his audience.
Mom, come on.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, okay, all right.
I don't give a fuck.
All right.
I'm gonna be on the recording.
Okay, all right.
Damn. Money popping up and shit.
That was embarrassing, but you know what, Chad, I'm sorry.
However, as I said, no matter how much the internet criticized his mother, Speed refused to turn against her. He always made it clear that he loved and respected her, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. Even after reaching the top, Speed never let his success create a rift between him and his mother. Instead, he proved his gratitude by buying her a house. The same woman who had once kicked him out. It was his way of saying, I made it, and I still respect you.
Like, I'm not even like a purchase person like type of guy. Like my first big purchase was mainly probably just buy my mama a house.
And that's when the internet's opinion of his mother changed. While some fans softened their stance on her, many still couldn't forgive the fact that she had once abandoned him when he needed her the most. Meanwhile, Speed's father remained beloved by fans as the parent who had supported his son through thick and thin. Through sheer determination, Speed turned his struggles into one of the most inspiring success stories on the internet. And in the end, whether loved or hated, his parents became a crucial part of the story that made Speed the legend he is today. Now let's talk about Adin Ross, but don't worry, there's no need for mixed feelings this time. You're going to love Aden's dad. Well, at least there's not a single bad comment about him. After appearing on stream with his son, people didn't just admire him, they respected him. Because Adin Ross's father isn't just a great dad, he's an intelligent and enlightened man.
I praise this a lot, as you guys know. Like, this is the only person who like truly believed in me from the beginning. I remember you got me the high-speed internet, you always bought me the new game, you always let me stay home from school when the new game came out. You just always believed in my shit for video games. Always. Like, you always just like, it's just crazy. You always just believed in me. Why? How? Like, usually, like, every other parent would just call you crazy. Why did you kind of believe in me from that?
I mean, I had my moments of, like, doubt, which were just, like, you know, very fleeting. But the way you spoke about it was as if you read a book and you were telling me all about the book you read. That is how you describe your future in streaming to me. And so it just struck me as, what choice did I have but to support you in doing that. I really didn't feel I had any choice.
People were generally impressed by both Papa Ross's intellectual personality and his cool demeanor. One person commented, Aden's dad is cool as fuck and he's smart as fuck. While another said, I keep replaying some of the stuff his dad said in my head. This stream was filled with so much knowledge. Thank you to your dad. Papa Ross is not only truly intellectual, but also an amazing protector who stands by his son. When Aden was just starting out as a streamer, he handled complaints from the neighbors without his son even noticing.
And drove me a little crazy at the beginning with the yelling and the screaming and the neighbors I had to fight with. I didn't tell you half the stories of some of the fights I got into in the neighborhood.
What happened?
Just from the yelling and the whole house would shake sometimes and the windows would shake and I don't think you had very good windows on that list.
No, I didn't. They were unscrewed and like.
Yeah. So, you know, my neighbors threatened to call the cops a lot. One time I had to deal with the sheriff one time. Thought I was beating my wife. And I said, absolutely not. That sound is not the sound of a man beating his wife. That is the sound of a happy, young 16-year-old boy who's streaming.
That's crazy. I didn't know you had. I didn't even know that.
Auden Ross's dad is as loved as Jack Doherty's dad is disliked, because to people, while Auden Ross's father seems mature, Doherty's father appears childish. Jack features his dad in his TikToks, puts him in bizarre situations, and makes him look ridiculous.
Whoa, why?
Dad! What did I say about talking to the girls? Come here.
How'd you find me?
Dad, get out of here.
Jack, how'd you find me?
Dad, stop.
Jack, that's not right.
You're not right. Come on. Bye.
One comment about Mr. Doherty read, I can see why Jack turned out the way he did. His dad is a bad parent. Another person added, damn. And now we see why Jack turned out the way he did. However, the real flood of negative comments about his father came after Jack's car accident. Jack crashed his car while live streaming and Kick banned him. He was holding his phone when the accident happened, yet his father stubbornly defended him.
Happy birthday!
Thanks, Dad. I got this from Michael David.
That's nice. Really nice.
I'm sorry for crashing you in a McLaren gift.
That was nice. And most people think that you were on your phone and you weren't. You should play that whole video back and show people that they were wrong.
Yeah, everyone edited the clip. I wasn't on my phone.
You wasn't.
I wasn't texting anybody.
That was from like 5 or 10 minutes before that.
After this video, social media